Welcome everyone. Today we have with us Sanskar and Sarvesh, both from the batch of 2022. So let's start with it. My first question is, as a fresher, how had you imagined your 3 years at SRCC to look like?
Sarvesh, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, getting into college didn't really have any particular expectations as such uh, uh, for 3 years per se, or 3 years down the line. When you get into it, you're more excited about the fact that you've gotten into SRCC in the first place, and that takes some time to sink in. So, yeah, didn't have any particular expectations for all the 3 years, but it was just taking as things as they were at that time, and just going with the flow.
And speaking about my imagination, I'd say that something against what Sarvesh said. I had few expectations. So SRCC in itself is a very big name. Ki chalo SRCC mein ho gaya, and a lot of people are congratulating you on that. So there is a lot of expectation entitled to you as well, and you also entitled a lot of expectation to the college. And for me personally, I have my cousin who was a year senior to me. So he passed out in 2021. So I've seen his life at SRCC for the 1 year that he was there. So seeing him chilling with his friends, bunking classes, he was a part of an actors as well. So seeing the entire journey that he had, and I guess that year they had the YC as well, youth conference. So the entire experience of that as well was an added thing. So I believe I had a lot of expectation of having great friends, great faculty, great environment, and obviously great opportunity as it is SRCC. And so that was there. And few things obviously became true, and few things were not as expected. We'll come to that as well during the course of the interaction.
So what were your main goals at that time, and like how did you plan on achieving them over the course of your 3 years at college?
Sanskar, if you'd like to go first.
Sure. So as we were discussing earlier that we come with a lot of plans to SRCC and nothing really materializes. So even I had these 3 plans to firstly educate, not only educate in terms of the academics that I have, but also get to learn from multiple people. So out of the 800 people who were there in our batch, people were there from diverse backgrounds, from diverse places. So learning from them, obviously the academics part was an added thing. Secondly was to enjoy the entire experience of being in Delhi University and being in SRCC particularly. So multiple societies, multiple competitions, multiple events going on, and especially Crossroads, which finally we could not actually attend. And thirdly was to explore. This was the most important thing that I had been putting pressure on, because when it comes to being out of a bubble, so I was in Siliguri in till class 12. That is a very small town. So I was in bubble. So when I came to SRCC, that was the thing that I want to explore different things, explore different cultures, explore different domains, and explore whatever is possible out there. So I believe that these 3 would be the major things that I would want to speak about.
Yeah, I completely agree with Sanskar, and talking about my experience as to the goals that I had back at that point of time. I think more or less the goals were short term, not really looking forward 2 years or 3 years down the line, but the short term goals were for me first was to basically understand commerce as a domain in more detail as to what the course had to offer. I opted for BCom honors, and so that was one of the goals there. And secondly, as Sanskar mentioned, after you get into college and after 10 to 15 days, there is something that starts in the college, which is society recruitments. And so that was something that was a short-term goal at that time, to explore, as Sanskar said again, to explore different domains, explore as much as you can. And get into things that interest you, and get into things that that you've always wanted to do, maybe back in high school or maybe back in senior school. So yeah, those were the 2 or 3 goals that I would say that I had at point of time.
Okay, so now can you elaborate on what your first year was like?
First year was, if I had to sum up in 2 or 3 words, I would say it was kind of a roller coaster ride for me, right from the start, because you don't really, imagine things how they pan out over the course of time, right? You come into college and you have certain things in your mind as to how things will proceed, or what you have been, seeing or hearing from different people who have passed out of college, or who are seniors to you. So I mean, it was completely different to what I had thought on how it would go. So that is why I term it as a roller coaster ride. It had their ups and downs, and unfortunately, in the middle of the year, we had to shift everything online because of the pandemic. That was another experience in itself. So yeah, the experience was wonderful. I mean, if you come the bundle that the college offers in terms of, if you combine the academics part, if you combine the fun part of it, you combine the fests, or you combine the outings, you combine society work, you combine your outing with friends, your bonding during society works or meetings. So everything just combined together gives you a very wholesome experience. So yeah, over to you.
I totally agree with what Sarvesh has said. And terming my experience, I would say that it was firstly something that was overwhelming, and secondly that was overloaded by multiple things. So just entering college and seeing a bunch of people from various places, and such smart people, obviously, because SRCC has a cream of the country. So that was something very great. And obviously there is a sense of inferiority out there, the complex that everyone is better than me. How do I cope up with that? And I believe everyone, even we, the batch that you guys are in, even the batch of 2024, everyone has experienced that particular thing. And when it comes to overloaded, so from the first week itself, having multiple orientations, getting into societies, having multiple societies, getting to work in those societies, academics obviously, because during the first year we were offline, right? So especially the first semester was something very, very overloaded. So I remember this particular instance when our first semester exams were supposed to start on 30th or 1st of December. I do not remember the exact date, but I was a part of this society, CDF SRCC. So I was a part of the exhibition organizing team till 18th, and I have my practical for tally on 20th or 21st. So the entire journey of having a lot of pressure and being overloaded by multiple things simultaneously, that was something great. But terming it in a positive manner also, I believe that it made me moving, because till 12 I had like academics kar lo thoda sa, and thoda sa activities organized kar lo school mein, that is done. Right now you have to do multiple activities simultaneously and just cut down on your sleep. Like literally we used to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep on a daily basis in the first semester itself. So that was something amazing as well, but annoying as well. Yeah.
I'm sure all of us can relate to that now. So did your time at college go as what you had thought it would be like? Like, can you just tell us about your other second year and third year at college as well?
I think every SRite would be at the same page here when I say that it never really pans out the way you think it to be. I mean, speaking about my experience, okay, given that most of the second year and the third year of whatever has elapsed right now has all been online. So it obviously is a completely different and a unique experience for all of us, and the first time for all of us. No one really thought on how things would proceed online, given that you have the conventional image of a college proceeding in an offline setup. So I mean, it had its own ups and downs. There have been points in time where you feel that everything is going haywire, but then even at times you feel that okay, it's good and everything is going as per what you have planned. So if I had to just sum up the experience that is online, so again, it is something that is a mixture of both ups and downs.
Yes, totally agreeing with what Sarvesh said. So no one can actually expect that what you have planned will actually be something that is real, that is going to be real. So it is a pure definition between idealism and realism, I believe. So you've planned something else and then something very different happens. So if I talk about myself as well, I wanted to pursue civil services, and I thought that after a month of getting into college, I'll start with that. And I don't know, till now, I have not started with that, being 2.5 years into SRCC. So everything changes a lot, and there are a lot of disruptions in the entire process. So firstly with societies, then working in the societies, then obviously the pandemic that we had, then the internship season, then the placement season. Everything is a disruption flag point that is there in the entire process. So even if you're a very structured person, you cannot expect what the next day would look like. So you'll have to be up on your feet to get going with whatever comes your way.
And just adding on to that, even as Sanskar talked about pursuing civil services, even when I got into college, I had planned of pursuing chartered accountancy as a professional course, and I'd even enrolled for the first exam that the course is offering, that is the foundation exam. But then after about, I guess, 25-30 odd days in college, I dropped the plan. So I mean, so you can't really say as to what, you can plan everything, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't really, go the way that you have, imagined it to be. It's all very random.
And I believe that is a beauty that SRC provides as well, because you become more adaptable in nature. So even after those 9 months, when we adapted to the COVID situation, it was not that hard for us. And it would have been much harder for us in the previous scenario that we were in. So the entire transition was also smoother. Obviously, there were its own hardships, but the entire process was smoothened by the adaptability that we could experience.
That's great. So now this question is for Sarvesh. Sarvesh, you weren't in any domain-specific society in your second year, and like your on-campus internship was in the consulting field. So what was your mindset sitting for the recruitment processes of finance companies? And for the viewers, Sarvesh has been placed at Morgan Stanley. Yeah, Sarvesh.
Okay, that's an interesting question, first of all. So the mindset for sitting in the interview, I think it was more or less, having a flexible mindset, I would say, and not really, too detailed or too oriented towards any domain specific thing. What is, at the end of the day, what is really essential for you is to showcase your personality out there in the best possible manner, and your personality holistically in a best possible manner, and that is what a flexible mindset offers you. So I mean, yes, I did had an internship in the consulting field, but I was open to exploring the field of finance as well. I had previous experience in finance also. I had explored the domain of finance in college. I was a part of the finance club and the economics society in the first year, and also had an internship there as well, a part-time internship. So yeah, I mean, I was aware of the the technicalities or the processes of the finance domain, but talking about the interview process or the rounds in specific, the mindset was more or less just to go out there and express yourself freely, and I mean, just elaborate on a journey that has made me reach to that point.
Great, Sarvesh. So Sanskar, you were in Connecting Dreams Foundation, and I think you have an offer from Samagra Governance as well. So you have an interest in the development sector. Can you tell us when did you discover it, and what all did you do to pursue this interest?
So I believe that there is no particular way or any conscious effort that you can put in discovering what you want to do or where you're good fit in. So once you start liking a set of people, start doing a certain set of work and behaving in a certain manner, I believe that naturally brings in you the process that yes, you are a good fit in this particular process. And the entire journey that I've had in the last 2.5 years, I believe that has pointed me towards something that is more impactful. So starting from CDF, I was a part of CDF, then took over the presidency of it. Then luckily I got a internship also in Nation with Namo, that is a political consulting firm wherein I was more focusing on the policy side of it. And then I was a part of, I was interning at EY as well, wherein I was working in the Invest India project. So developing development strategies for Northeast India. So again, everything has pointed towards that itself. And even if I talk about the case preparation that we had for placements, so there are two types of case preparations for the freshers that are there. Firstly will be core traditional management consulting case prep that you have to do, and secondly is a development consulting case study. So that is somewhat different to the normal MC companies, the cases that they give. So when I was doing those case studies, I felt like that this is not something that I would want to do. So even if I talk about when I was in the process for Dalberg, so going through the entire process of Dalberg and getting to know what the projects of Dalberg exactly is. So even when I reached with to the partner and I had a conversation with the partners, so getting more clarity into what is development consulting, because we've heard about it, we have not seen it in actuality, right? So getting to know the intricacies of it, that I believe that made more sense to me. And even when I was in the process of BCN, that is being given interview, I was in the interview and I thought, no, this is not something that I would want to do. And I did not go through it in that sense, right? So every small factor that comes your way, I believe that gives you more perspective into where your thing lies. And when it comes to pursuing it, I believe that in that case, you'll have to have some conscious efforts. So maybe taking internships, doing some research work. So Personally, in the start of 2021 itself, I started a research on IHS, that is Indian Health Services, how we can include that in the whole UPS system. So again, doing research work, and there are multiple opportunities in DU and SRC itself, multiple policy competitions, and multiple competition in itself. So if you start exploring, so every point boils down to exploring. So if you start exploring different things, I believe then you will narrow your entire perspective down to where your preference or where your career trajectory might lie.
Right. So now a common question for both of you. Now that you're halfway through your third year, with hindsight, do you think you could have done anything differently maybe?
Sarvesh, would you like to start?
Yeah. See, I mean, obviously there are a lot of things that, that I feel that I could have done it differently. If I had I done differently, my journey would have been, let's say, easier or maybe more smoother. But then, that is something that you can only analyze in retrospect, right? It's only something that once you've went through that journey, once you've experienced that, then it's only in hindsight, then you can look back and reflect upon things that you could have done better. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, there are things which had I done it in a different manner, things would have been different today. The story would have been different. But as I said again, it's the past, and now you can't really change what has happened, right? And so it doesn't really matter now. But definitely, yeah, there would have been things that I would have loved to have done it a different way. Now that I went through the journey, now that I've experienced it, so there is always a better way of doing things than what you have done, right? So yeah.
Some actual harsh truths that have been said by Sarvesh, but pointing it out to something more specific, I believe that it is very important to look back at the decision that you've taken. So if I talk about me personally, so the decision that I took wrong was balancing between multiple things. So especially in the second year, if you see, second year is an inflection point for any student, right? Because you have multiple things going on. So having a balance between academics, your extracurriculars, and also things that you want to pursue personally, there has to be balance for that. So I personally could not do that. And this is something that every person needs to see properly. That, for example, if you're in a society, you're dedicated to that, but not in such a manner that you kind of shun out every other thing. There has to be a balance between the same. And also, I believe it is more important to become optimistic and confident. Because as I said that in SRC, everyone has that inferiority complex. So if you're not optimistic, if you're not confident, you wouldn't want to go ahead with taking opportunities that might be beneficial for you. So having that mindset of being positive, that ye kar sakta hai. So that is very important in a person.
Correct. I think that's really true. Okay, so as a fresher at that point in time, did you have any misconceptions about college or a career in general?
Sanskari would like to go first.
Sure. So again, like breaking down in two parts, career and college. First, starting with career. Before entering college, the basic perspective is that there are only two career opportunities, finance or consulting, and baki kuch nahi hai. So after coming into SRC, I believe, and especially in SRC, as against other colleges as well, you have multiple opportunities, be it internships or be it placements. So apart from finance and consulting as well, we have HR, we have marketing, and we have a whole lot of other things that are there. And secondly was how as a student, you weigh companies by the packages that they give. So I believe that is not very important, because even in the first year, when companies used to come, then we used to listen that this person had got this much package, right? But it is very important to see what was the work. Was that person suitable for the work? Does that person like that work? I believe these are the few pointers that have to be kept in mind very properly. And this is a misconception that I had. And right now at this juncture, after being placed, I believe that it is very clear that packages are important, obviously, but they're not the sole decision-making point that a person should have. And talking about college, I believe that again, seeing the cutoff for SRCC. So in my year, the first cutoff was 99 or 99.5, I believe. And recently it was 100%, right? So we have this mindset that people in SRC are studious, and everything will be a very like academics based thing, right? But after coming to SRC and after 2.5 years, I believe that it has become more clear that no, the people who are studious, they are also good at extracurricular activities. So like students of SRC, even in my batch, even your batch, even the first year batch, they have done something great at national level, global levels as well. So I believe that perspective has become more clear lately.
Yeah, I completely agree with Sanskar. And adding on to that, a common misconception that I also had was, the general perception outside SRCC is that people scoring just 19 and 19.5 get into the college, and the perception is that everyone is just very studious and focused and completely academic oriented. But once you enter the college, then you realize that okay, there are people who are interested in various domains and not just academics. I mean, there are a plethora of activities that people have done. You just name it and you have people. I mean, I think Sanskar would also agree to this. Now, after we spent around 2.5 years in the college, I think you could see people pursuing anything, let's say singing or maybe dancing or maybe cooking or maybe painting, sketching, sports, you just name it, and you have people you're pursuing their hobbies or interests. So it's not just about the academics. Is a misconception that I had at that point of time, but now I think in a better place to advise it to people who are about to enter.
Right. So what were a few challenges that you faced at college, and how did you deal with them along the way?
Right. So I mean, more or less the challenge that I encountered, it was mostly in my second year when we were in lockdown, and that's the point when the internship season in SRCC starts. So one major challenge that I faced in the second year was to basically again cope up with things, cope up with the speed of things as they proceed, and I mean, everything was proceeding at such a pace that you need to be on your toes to be able to, keep yourself into the process of it. And a learning that I have learned out of it is that so there was a time when nothing really was going, nothing really was panning out in my favor, or I would say, in other terms, I would say that wasn't really able to get to a point where I had imagined or where I wanted to be. So at that time, what is important is to have patience and have confidence in your abilities and faith in the fundamental belief that what you're doing is correct, and back your strengths to be able to come out of that process, learn out of something, and then apply that towards things that are coming in the future. So if I have to sum up, I just say two things that I have followed in my second year, which has helped me sail through, is patience, and second is persistence. Once you have the patience to endure every challenge that comes up to you, and secondly, once you have that, you need to be able to persist in that and put in constant efforts to make yourself better every day to be able to overcome that challenge.
Whatever Sarvesh said, I totally agree with that. And just adding on to that particular thing, so there's a lot of confusion that is created in the entire journey of 3 years. So first year, you have confusion that multiple things are going on, academics are going on, you have multiple societies to cater to because you have to work in a lot of them, right? Then in the second year of internships, again, that causes a lot of confusion that which particular internship should I go ahead for, and which domain do I like? And the similar thing is there for the placements as well, because placements are a very important thing. And the first job is obviously very important, the sector that you work in, right? So there's a lot of confusion in there, and multiple things are going on simultaneously as against what it was in school. So I believe the biggest solution for that would be to be prepared for that, because there's no solution to it as such. You know that college is very hectic, you have multiple things going on, and you'll have to cope with that. There's no solution to that. You just need to be like geared up that chalo ye hone wala hai and I have to give my best to it. And the second most important challenge that was there was inferiority complex. Again, just restating the point again and again, because this is something that everyone will resonate with. Because even though you're from Delhi, or even if I talk about myself, I'm from Siliguri, you have been in that bubble. You think that you are the best. You have topped your school, you have topped your state, you have topped your district, and you've come to SRCC. But there are toppers from everywhere that are in SRCC, and they'll compete to be the best of best. So that is the reality, and then you will have to just be your best. And as Sarvesh said, that patience and perseverance, these two are things that are very important again out there. So if you are optimistic that yes, I can do that, and you're confident that whatever I am doing is in the right path, I believe things will get sorted themselves. So everyone has their own challenges, but it is about identifying those challenges and be innovative about your solution with that.
Right. So to stay true to the name of the series, what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give for our incoming batch? And it would be great if you could break it down into tips for each year.
Okay, so I mean, not really, okay, so I'll break it down into tips for each year, or maybe I'll just start with the general advice that I would like to give. So, I mean, one thing that I'd like to state to anyone who is watching this video, or all the people who are about to enter college or have entered college, is to explore. I mean, that is the core fundamental thing that, as a student or as a teenager, that you can do in your college life is to explore. Talking about SRCC in particular, SRCC provides you the platform to explore immense amount of opportunities that are there. If you look at it from a wider perspective, the opportunities are limitless. It's upon you as to how you want to leverage your strengths and exploit those opportunities to your benefit, right? So, I mean, both career-wise, I mean, go out there and explore every domain that is there. Finance, consulting, marketing, audit, or just name the domain. And if you feel like you want to explore it, just go out there and explore it. I mean, no one really knows what they're meant for, right? At times you don't even really know where you'll end up. So the only thing that you can do is to explore all the things that are available, both career wise and even, I mean, apart from career, you can go out there and explore your hobbies and interests. That is also very important. As I said earlier, people pursue singing or dancing or maybe painting or sports or everything. I myself have started up taken up cooking as a passion of late. So that is something that is there. So I would really advise everyone to go out there and explore as much as possible. The college offers the platform, and that is something that really will help everyone out there throughout the course of the 3 years.
Yeah. That is actually very true. But talking about advice, I believe that there is no specific framework or guideline that one can just put in and you'll succeed. That is not something that it will be. It will be something that every person has their own way of living. Every person has their own way of reacting, and everyone has their own challenges. So how you identify that, and then you make your solution by your own, obviously talk to people, get their perspective as well, and then how you fit in the entire situation. So again, exploring is a very important part. But the same 3 things that I had mentioned earlier as well: educate, enjoy, and explore. These things are very important to make the best out of your 3 years at SRCC. And hopefully, if the college reopens, explore doesn't only mean domain exploring, but also explore Delhi. Just have fun. Yeah. Don't think that you are in college or you are here just for studies. You're here for the best 3 years of the life. Because after college, you do not know where will you go, what domain will you be working in or in. And hearing stories from my seniors as well, jobs are actually very stressful. So just make the best years of your life and thoda chill karo, itna tension mat lo. And breaking it down into the 3 years, I believe that first year, experience all the things that are possible. Be it of your liking or not, be it whatever it is, just get out of your comfort zone and jo karna karo. Habit wise as well, explore different hobbies maybe, and career wise as well, obviously. The second year, I believe, again, restating the point that it is an inflection point. So network with as many people as possible, participate in as many competitions as possible, and again, explore. And third year will be a phase where things might start getting very delusionary, because obviously placement chal raha, and it is not sure that during the first phase itself you'll get placed. There are a lot of people who do not get placed. So don't get that delusion be in your mind. Be motivated and be confident, and remember that you're in SRCC, so you have the capability of achieving a lot of things. And obviously, kuch na kuch ho jayega. There's always a way out. So be just confident and optimistic that things will pan out to be good itself, and don't let that affect you. So for this, I usually quote this one मुहावरा quote, if I say so, that कौन कहता है आसमान में सुराख नहीं हो सकता, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछालो. This is one quote that I like a lot, because this is something that has proven to be true in SRC, particularly for me. Don't leave anything for chance. Just give in your best, and things will pan out to be true. So that.
Great. So now with this, we've come to the end of our episode, and I believe this episode would really give insights to a lot of our juniors and would help them sail through their journey at college. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.